Namaste, I'm Ash and welcome to your practice. In today's class, we will be working on releasing your hips and your hamstrings from any tightness, stress, or tension. So this class will not only be targeting your hips and hamstrings, but we'll also be just talking about releasing any stuck emotions or anything heavy we just need to release and let go of, as the hips is the area of the body where we are holding those stuck emotions or unresolved feelings. So let's go ahead and begin. Come to a comfortable seat on your mat, close your eyes, sit up tall, and ground down and root in. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh out, H-A, ha. Just coming present into this moment. Tuning into your body. 2 more, inhaling. Through the nose, long, full breath in. Letting go of any thoughts. Exhale out through the mouth. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go, fully arrive for your practice for the next 20 minutes. Last one. And exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center to set an intention for your practice. May this practice be a sacred time of releasing, letting go, healing, soothing, and nourishing our body, mind, and soul. And so it is. Open your eyes and let's take our first shape, fire log. So in your seated position, bring your left shin forward to frame the front of your mat and flex through your foot so that the knife edge of your foot is on the mat. Take your top leg and place it right on top of the bottom shin. Flex through both feet and start to inch and scoot your hips back so that your shins are both framing the front of your mat. You might notice that your top knee or your top hip stays lifted because it's tight, and that's okay. You can slowly start to scoot your bottom shin in any amount to lessen the degree of the stretch. If you want to add weight, you can add your hands onto your knees, or if you have the mobility, you can start to fold forward and drape your upper body right over your shins any amount. So just see how this feels and whatever duration or length that you can stay in this shape. If you need to come out of it, you can inch back out and take breaks, but we'll be staying here for 2 minutes. So come down to your edge of the shape and find your breath. Maybe it's on your forearms. Maybe it's on your palms, or maybe you can fold all the way down and rest your head on your forearms as a pillow. Send your breath, your deep exhalations down into your hips, your glutes, and invite that area of your body to relax and soften. Long, slow, smooth breathing. Inviting the right glute, the right hip to release and let go. Take your last few breaths here. Maybe come down to your fullest capacity. Go as deep as you can in this shape. And use your inhale breath to walk your hands back up or sit back up. And bring your hands back behind you to lean back. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Pedal out your knees and let's just switch sides. So bring your right shin now to frame the mat. and bring your opposite leg up and over to stack shin on shin. Scoot and inch your hips back. When you look down, you should see a triangle shape. Flex through your feet, and this flexion just protects your knees. And again, if you notice that your left hip is lifted or your left knee is really high, just inch your bottom foot in any amount until you feel both hips settle down. You can add weight by placing both hands on your knee, or you can start to fold forward any amount, maybe onto your hands or your forearms. Lengthen through your chest and send your deep exhalations into your left hip. With each breath out, releasing, relaxing, and letting go of any stored tension, emotions, anything that we're holding. It's like untying the knots with every breath out. If you notice any tension in your neck, you can relax your head and neck. Invite you to stay present with your breath and your body. This 20-minute class is time for you to nourish and give back to yourself, to take space from the responsibilities of your life, and to get the most out of this practice. Keep your one-pointed focus and intention on the part of your body that you are focusing on. In this case is your left hip, left glute. Come down to your deepest expression in the shape. Maybe fold all the way down. Relax your head, relax your neck. Big full breath. Letting go of any holding or clinging in your muscle. And inhale, come back up. Wonderful, lean back, extend your legs, and shake out your feet. That feels so good, exactly what I needed. And then bring your feet together for cobbler's pose. Grab onto your toes, butterfly your knees, and just begin to pump your knees up and down, warming up your hips even more. Lift your chest up as you inhale. Roll your shoulders down away from your chest. And then when you're ready, exhale, fold any amount, grab onto your feet and round your back, nose to toes. And as you fold here, use your outer thigh muscles to press your knees down to the mat. Feel a stretch on your inner thighs, your inner groins, as you work your knees closer to the mat. You can always inch your feet farther away from your groins to lessen the degree of the stretch, or you can bring your heels closer to your groins to deepen the stretch. So find that perfect place, and we'll hold for 1 minute. Smooth, deep breathing. And as you're here in this shape, you can affirm the affirmations: I let go with every inhale. I release with every exhale. I let go. I release. Just combining your intention with action to dissolve any stored emotions that are hanging out in the body from past experiences. Come down to your deepest expression in the shape. Maybe use your arm strength and pull, 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 nose to toes for 3. Pull, 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 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Shake your feet out, straighten your legs. Wonderful. Let's take Janu Shirshasana. Take your right foot out 45 degrees and bring your left foot into your inner thigh. Spin your rib cage and your belly right over the root of your front thigh. Inhale as you reach up and look up. Exhale with a flat back, forward fold any amount. You might only be able to come down just a little bit without rounding forward, but I want you to hold this shape for just a moment. Flex through your toes, lift your chest, and really work on the twist here. So pull your right ribs back, your left ribs forward as you widen the space between your collarbones and open your heart. Then feel what that feels like. Maybe you can grab onto your calf, maybe you can grab onto your ankle, or maybe you can even grab onto your feet while you keep length and extension and a lift in your upper body. Feels so much different than folding, and let's feel the difference. Exhale, now round and fold. And as you forward fold any amount, keep your toes of your right foot engaged. Pull your toes back towards your face and roll into your left shoulder any amount. So that's deepening the stretch. Continue to root down through your left hip, your left glute, and your left knee as an anchor as you melt over your right hamstring. Inhale, rise up. And right away, take your right leg and swing it high over your left for Gomukhasana. Inch your bottom foot out and away from you so you can settle your right hip down. So now you have two heels framing your outer hips. See if you can stack your knees and get your heels right back by your hip bones. You might notice that you look something like this, and it's difficult to relax your knees and relax your hips. And if that's the case, I want you to just straighten your bottom leg. And as you straighten your bottom leg, you'll notice that your top knee can just easily and effortlessly fold over your bottom knee. So either variation is great. You can place your hands on your knees to add a little bit of weight, or in either variation, you can forward fold and drape your belly over your thighs. Now you're getting into the outer hip of the right glute, the right thigh. Really working into these hips and the sacral chakra. So much of the time we hold our stress in these areas of the body. If you have any digestion issues, this is a really good one for you as well, as you're compressing the ascending colon, as you deeply breathe and fold. Come down to your fullest expression. Reach your arms forward, maybe inch, inch, inch. And then inhale, come back up. Lean back. Straighten your legs, shake them out, and take that same sequence on the other side. Extend your left leg out 45 degrees, your right foot in to your inner thigh, and spin your belly button right over the root of your left straight leg. Inhale, reach up. Contain this length as you exhale and you fold from the hip rather than from the waist. So folding from the hip. Keep the length and only come down as far as you can, while keeping a lifted chest and an engaged left foot. Continue to spin left ribs back, right ribs forward. Pull your toes back towards your face and feel what it feels like to have engagement in this fold. And then let it go, exhale, release and surrender into the fold. Grab onto your ankle, your foot, your shin, whatever you can reach, and roll your right shoulder in any amount. Root down through your right sit bones, your right knee as an anchor. Relax your shoulders, relax your head. Breathe deeply. Inhale, rise up and swing your left leg over your right. Get your knees to point exactly forward and inch your heels back to frame your sit bones or your hip bones. And again, you might need to straighten your bottom leg and stack knee over knee, and that's totally fine. So you can add weight by pressing your palms onto your top knee or begin to forward fold. Smooth, deep breathing. Feel the stretch throughout the left outer hip, left outer thigh. Keep your focus on this area of your body, inviting those muscles to soften and relax. Take your last few breaths here. Maybe reach your arms forward even more. Anchor back through your sit bones as you get longer in your spine. And inhale, walk yourself back up to a seat. Lean back. Extend your legs, shake them out, and then open your legs wide for a wide-legged forward fold. You can always sit up on a blanket or a pillow. If you have a hard time sitting tall in this shape, just place a pillow underneath your sit bones to elevate your hips, or you can always bend your knees any amount. Wherever you are, flex your toes back towards your face. Lift your chest up, and just like we did in Janya Shirsasana, start to hinge from the hips rather than the waist. So your waist is here. I want you to hinge from your hip area down below. And keep length in your spine, lengthen your heart out and open as you pull your shoulders away from your ears. So you have lengthened space, tall and long as you hold this shape, and you keep your legs active by pulling your toes back toward your ears. Your kneecaps point exactly up towards the sky. You might be able to keep this length and engagement and even come down to your elbows without folding from the waist, and you can see how far you can go. We'll just hold this engagement for 2 more deep breaths. Chest is lifted, spine is long. And then fold, let it go. You can fold even from the waist, any amount, fold forward. Relax and release. This last minute here, invite your body to fully surrender. Any tension, any muscles that are still gripping, just let them go. Get heavy in your upper body, fold, fold, fold. Use your inhale breath to walk your hands back up to center. And then grab onto your outer thighs, bend your knees, and bring your knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug, relax your forehead to your knees. And lie down on your back for your final resting shape, Shavasana. If you need to take any last poses, maybe just gentle twists or rocking of the knees, windshield wiper the knees, whatever you need to do. Maybe a happy baby. And then lay yourself out for Shavasana. Just a few minutes here in your final resting shape. Let your feet fall open, your palms rest by your sides, palms up. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, shake your head left and right, and then find stillness. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth, H-A-ha. Just let yourself be in this space of release, knowing that the past is gone. There's nothing to replay in your mind. You've done the work to release and let it go. You've processed. You've surrendered. And now you can enjoy this feeling of spaciousness without the weight those past experiences being carried in your hips, your hamstrings, or your sacral chakra. Feel all the space and room you've created for this now present moment. Let your mind relax. Let your body relax. There's nowhere to be, nowhere to go, nothing to figure out. You've already arrived. Please feel free to stay here and enjoy your meditation for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste.